Go.
All right. Hi, my name is Joe Cook. I'm the Earth Fissure Manager at the Arizona Geological Survey, and this is the first Facebook Live event, and we thought it'd be a good chance to share some information about earth fissures in Arizona, given that the time that we see a lot of new fissures form is the monsoon season. So it's possible that we will have many new fissures forming this year. It may be just a few here and there, but I wanted to share some information about what we do, where the fissures are in Arizona, what fissures are, in case you're not familiar with that. So we have a slideshow presentation, and we would love to hear your comments or questions. So if you wanted to just jot down questions in the chat box, we have Mike Conway here with me, who is going to relay questions. And basically, we just want to give you some information and interact with the public and see what we can do to serve you all better. So I'm going to flip the camera around to show you some slides. Let me get the slideshow ready. Should have done that earlier. It's real high tech. We have this presentation today. Okay, I'm going to flip the camera. Okay, so basically this little presentation is about earth fissures in Arizona. We just threw this together from other presentations that we've done, specifically for Facebook Live, and we're going to kind of break it down into three parts. So part one, you can see on the left, we're going to talk about what earth fissures are, where do they occur. We're going to give some examples, talk about the characteristics of fresh, young earth fissures versus old fissures that have been there for decades. We're going to give you some examples of why they form, how they form, where they form, what we can expect in the future, and then also the negative impacts of fissures on the landscape and developed areas. So this intro slide is a photo taken in Cochise County, Arizona. The Three Sisters Buttes are in the background, and Cochise County has quite a few earth fissures. It keeps us busy most every year. There's some new fissures that form, but we'll give you some examples coming up. So here's a couple of pictures of actual earth fissures that are formed, and the picture on the left is a very fresh, young earth fissure. You notice that it has really steep sides. There's lots of little parallel cracks along it. There's no vegetation growing along it or in it. These are all characteristics of a freshly formed earth fissure. And the fissure on the right is a slightly older fissure. It's been there for a few decades, but still pretty active, I'd say. And unfortunately, for the people that live here, this is pretty close to homes. So it doesn't actually go under any of the properties there, but it comes very close. So they can be very detrimental if you have a house in the area. And most examples of fissures that we have in this setting, the fissures were there first. We actually built homes very close to existing fissures. Nowadays, we have areas that are prone to fissures forming, and we have neighborhoods that have been plopped down right next to them. So we can have examples where fissures do impact properties, but in the past, we built right up next to them before we knew how dangerous they could be. So